What is up, guys? In today's video we have another Fortnite update. I'm going to be going over what changed, and then I also do have a new sponsor announcement towards the end of the video. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, and comment down below what you think of this update. I think this is going to be one of the most divisive updates that we've had in a while. So the heavy sniper has now been vaulted from the game. You can no longer find this weapon. To replace it, we get the explosive repeater rifle. This was shown in the trailer earlier on in the season, or at the launch of the season. And I'll have the stats on screen now. The common will do 32 body damage and 80 headshot, while the legendary will do 40 damage and 100 headshot. So based on the stats, the gun looks terrible, with the legendary one doing only 40 damage. However, you also get the explosive damage effect. So I'm going to have some clips of it on screen now. And you can see this player has the purple one, and their shots are hitting for 76, despite the stat saying that the weapon only does 38 damage at purple rarity. So you get like the base damage as well as like a bonus explosive damage with the weapon. So if you're able to hit a headshot and get the explosive effect, obviously you will get more than just the 100 damage on the legendary one. And there is an augment which will change this as well. So I think this is going to be a hot topic. The heavy sniper was one of the more powerful weapons in the loot pool, and then it was vaulted for something that seems much weaker by comparison. Even if you aren't able to hit opponents with this, you can flush people out of cover with this item. Since it has an explosive effect, if you just hit near the person, if you know someone's behind a tree or a rock or something, you can kind of hit it on the edge of where they are, or if you know they're in a bush, and you can get some damage on them and kind of flush them out of the cover. This was very common with the boom bow or the explosive bows in the past, where you would just kind of hit it near or behind somebody's cover, and then you would get some damage on them. A lot of players would panic and then run out from behind that cover, and you'd be able to get an easy kill, or just consistently get explosive damage on them until they run out. This weapon does seem like it'll be pretty difficult to use. It seems like it has a decent amount of drop, as well as not the fastest bullet travel time. And then also it doesn't have a scope like the heavy sniper. It's a third person weapon, so it's going to be much harder not only to see what you're aiming at, but to make those small adjustments for some people. I don't really expect this to be a top tier weapon. And if you are someone who likes the sniper style weapons in that gameplay, I think this is a pretty noticeable step back from the heavy sniper. I do think this weapon will be pretty annoying to play against though. If you're just in a similar way to the how the explosive red eye was, if you're fighting somebody and then you're just taking explosive damage, it is kind of overwhelming sometimes. So I think this will be much less effective than the heavy sniper. We're not just going to be getting headshot randomly and removed from the game. But it'll still be a solid weapon. I just think a lot of people that like snipers probably aren't going to like this weapon as much. We did get some new augments in today's update. There's heavy ammo acquired. This is pretty much exactly like the medium ammo acquired augment we already had, where you'll get some heavy ammo and then you'll find more of it in containers. I don't think this will be really that big of a deal unless you just got off spawn and really want to use it. I feel like heavy ammo isn't something that you run through as fast as some of the other ammo types. And then we also get heavy headshot, increases headshot damage with weapons using heavy ammo. So this will apply to the new explosive repeater rifle. But this also could apply to the lever action pistol when it comes into the game. I imagine that will use heavy ammo if the deagle comes back to the game at some point, as well as any of the other sniper style weapons if they're unvaulted at some point this season while this augment is in the game. They will benefit from this, and I would almost rather have this as just the requirement to headshot. I'm probably not going to be agreed with on this, but I'm not a huge fan of the snipers just one hitting to the head all the time. So I feel like they could have the snipers be strong, and then if you have this augment, then you can one hit to the head. That way everybody isn't just walking around with it all the time. Like I said, I don't think that's going to be a popular opinion, but I do think that would make the game a little bit more reasonable. There are also other augments that were added in today's update, and leakers saying that these are currently enabled, but they weren't included in the patch notes. And obviously when it comes to augments, it's hard to just get on and see if that's in the game because you just get them randomly. So these may or may not be available. If they're not available now, they're probably going to be in next week's update. And these augments are shrub mud. You gain the mud effect while in big bushes, leaf piles, and tall grass. I think this could be pretty good. And if you have this and Mud Warrior, you basically have Bush Warrior back. And I feel like that just kind of goes to show kind of how weak the augments are compared to how they were in the past, where like in past seasons we just had Bush Warrior off the rip. Now you need 2 augments to basically make Bush Warrior. One augment I do think will be very good though is going to be Thermal Mud. This will gain thermal vision while covered in mud. I think this will be very, very, very good in the jungle biome, because the jungle is just very inconvenient to see people in, but there's mud everywhere, so you'll be able to get the thermal effect basically whenever you want it. Splash Party, you will receive slap splashes. These are going to be like a combination of the Chug Splash item and Slap Juice. So it'll work like Chug Splash in that you throw it down and then it just creates an AoE effect of people that get it, but it'll only heal you for 15 and it'll give you the slap effect. So you get less health from it, but you do get the slap effect. There's also going to be an exotic version of these that heals for 30 and gives slap. So that'll be even better than Chug Splashes, and it'll give you unlimited sprint. And then the final augment is going to be Roaming Redeploy. This will give you Glider Redeploy whenever you gain immunity to fall damage. So things like exiting the vines or rails, the zip lines, or the hot plants. I also wonder if this will work for shockwaves, because the shockwaves do give you immunity to fall damage. Like I said, those final few augments, they may or may not be in the game right now. They weren't in the patch notes, but the leakers say they're enabled. We'll just have to see, I guess. And then the summer update is going to be next week, July 4th. So this is like more of a minor update, but that's just because it's the week before the summer update. I imagine next week we'll get a decent amount of content coming to the game for the summer update. Hopefully it's much better than last year's summer update, which was just kind of nothing. I don't think it will be very hard to top that though. So, you know, hopefully it turns out to be good. So that is going to be it for today's update. We got the explosive repeater rifle, we got the 2 heavy ammo augments, and then we maybe got a few other augments, as well as just some prep for like the summer update. There have been more leaks of the summer update. I'll maybe make a video of that later on in the week. But now we're going to get into my new sponsor announcement, and that is going to be GFuel. I don't know if you guys can see it, but GFuel is an energy drink. It's probably the most popular energy drink in the gaming space. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. I've used it for many years, pretty much ever since I started streaming and making content. And you can use code EvolveJake for 20 to 30% off. And there is a buy one get one free deal going on Tubs right now for the next 7 hours or so, as of the time I'm uploading this video. So if you buy one tub in that selection, you can get another one for free. When I bought GFuel before I was sponsored by them, this was pretty much the only time I would buy it. You can't use my code for the buy one get one free, but there will be a link down in the description below that you can use. And I think if you click that link, I'll still get credit for the sale. Either way though, even if that's not a thing and you just want to buy it to try it, the buy one get one deals, the buy one get one free deals are just like insane. You get 80 servings for the price of 40. It's just very good, and it'll last you a long time, even if you're someone who uses it every day. And if you are unfamiliar with GFuel, it's a powdered energy supplement, very easy to store in large quantities because it just comes in these tubs. I'll get one, hold on. But yeah, it just comes in these tubs. This is 40 servings. So it's easy to have on hand. It's easy to make. Personally, I don't like coffee. So as far as a source of caffeine, it's just convenient to have and very easy to make, like I said. And also doesn't have any sugar, so there's not as much of a crash as you'll get with some of the other energy drinks, which is one of the reasons why I really liked it for when I initially started streaming and playing Fortnite for just really long periods of time. So if you want to use my code for that, like I said, it's just EvolveJake. There will be a link down in the description. And there is a buy one, get one free deal. My personal favorite flavors are probably hype sauce, watermelon, blue ice, and then like any of the other sour flavors I think are very good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, informative, interesting. Give it a like if you did, subscribe to like some more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.